Family is at the heart of what it means to be Mi'kmaq. Dami Wenabexin, Dami Lewin, Weni Gigama, Weni Gucheji. This is who we are, how we describe ourselves, where we come from, and who we are connected to. Since time immemorial, this has been our home, and as other people come and go, we will always remain. The land, the air, the water are all reflections of who we are, and because our identity is so deeply tied to our surroundings, it is our duty as Olnu to be its caretaker, to ensure its protection and well-being for today and for future generations.
As the first people of Nova Scotia, we have Aboriginal and treaty rights. Part of these rights includes access to resources such as moose, fish, sweetgrass, and birch bark. But we know that not everyone who is accessing these rights are recognized by the nation as Mi'kmaq. For more than a decade, the nation has said, we need to define for ourselves who is Mi'kmaq and ensure that we have a process to protect our rights against people who are misrepresenting themselves as a member of our nation. And together, we have done just that. You have told us that in order to be Mi'kmaq, you must be born Mi'kmaq and accepted as Mi'kmaq. It's just that simple.
For us, being part of a Mi'kmaq family and accepted by the nation is what makes us who we are. You have told us what the process of defining our nation should be. The Nova Scotia Mi'kmaq enrollment process is defining for ourselves who is Mi'kmaq and who can access Aboriginal and treaty resources. It's not about status, it's not about band membership, it does not divide off reserve, on reserve, non-status, or general list. Instead, it asks what Mi'kmaq family you were born into and continue to have a connection with. At the same time, we have been mindful of people trying to reconnect who are impacted by policies like the 60 Scoop and the child welfare system, and is inclusive of children who have been adopted.
The decision-making in your process is non-political. You have helped us to build a central enrollment committee made up of Mi'kmaq representing urban and off-reserve people, single parents, youth, elders, and the Mi'kmaq Grand Council. And in cases where the enrollment committee may need to verify information, an advisory committee made up of family members, elders, and other respected and knowledgeable individuals will review materials. You have asked for this. A process that is built by the Mi'kmaq of Nova Scotia, administered by the Mi'kmaq of Nova Scotia, for the Mi'kmaq of Nova Scotia. One that we expect Canada and Nova Scotia to accept.
The criteria for your process are based around our culture, traditions, and what we have heard from you.
The Nova Scotia Mi'kmaq enrollment process is the first step in empowering our nation in a manner reflective of our traditional ways and moves us closer to self-determination.
The word Indian will not describe our nation anymore. We will no longer just be a status number.
We will be known on our terms, through our identification system, through our own clearly defined process.
We are Mi'kmaq. Wulanaginu. This is who we are.